Looks like we're slowly but surely going to the big hitters of this season, as most of what remains by now are animes that a lot of people heard about. Neat! Demon Slayer is a 26-episode shonen anime developed by Ufotable based on one of the most popular recent mangas from Shonen Jump, and frankly, it shows. Somewhere in the early 20th century Japan, there's a boy named Kamado Tanjiro who lives on a mountain with his family of charcoal makers and does all the manly household stuff like trading his family wares and such. But one day he leaves his house only to later find that his entire family was brutally massacred by something save for one person, his sister Netsuko, that he promptly tries to deliver to a local hospital, but surprising no one, Nezuko turns out to be infected by some sort of demon cancer, and after an epic but short duel with a demon exterminator, it appears that Netsuko's love for her brother is literally stronger than basic instincts of her race, which leads Tanjiro and Netsuko on an epic quest to find a cure for her and murder a lot of weird shit. Remember back in my Fairy Gone ramble, I was lamenting on how these days animes lack some sort of really notable big three replacements? Well, I'm happy to say that this anime is exactly what I both meant and wanted to see all this time. A decently made, albeit average shonen anime. Allow me to elaborate. The plot of this anime is simple and pretty much like every shonen story ever told. There's a secret good and evil organization that battles each other since the dawn of time or something? Check. There's a magical bullshit that is basically superpowers that both of these organizations either fight for or utilize? Check. A group of super powerful big shots exists whose sole purpose is to look epic and occasionally kill something? Check. Main protagonist is a kind-hearted pumpkin? Check. His entourage consists of colorful and quirky characters, one of which is a girl? Check. All the girls are conventionally attractive while the boys have only two sets of personalities? Check. But what I've just described are but structural components of a shonen anime, just simply having them would make a shonen good. A good shonen is a combination of an interesting and visually stimulating art style, an adequately explained world and villains, and a clear message of importance of mastering your skills. The latter in general is a defining feature of Japanese animation really, as most of them tell you that one has to dedicate himself fully to his craft and own it like a sword every day. A message I generally find to be a positive one, and the reason why we have animes dedicated to making bread, driving tanks, and operating a Venetian gondola on Mars. The art style and graphics of this anime are gorgeous to look at, even though the characters were a bit hard to get used to, because every single one of them has a 1,000-yard stare that made me feel slightly uncomfortable whenever they looked directly at the camera. There is 3D, but it's actually one of the best uses of 3D I've seen, to the point where most of it you'll only spot if deliberately looking for it. The world these characters inhabit is also a peculiar one, as it is set in Taisho era of Japanese history, and maybe I'm going to sound a bit over the top here, but this is for the best, as it allows epic sword fights and traditionalist beliefs alongside with new styles and technologies, thus making sure it always stays interesting in terms of powers and abilities. The characters are also nice, if a bit over the top. I guess the most annoying one is going to be the one that constantly screams all the goddamn time, but frankly, so far he's a comic relief character for the most part, and you don't really expect much from them until their obligatory arc where they grow balls. And speaking of obligatory, I guess there's no real point in avoiding it. The show is very by the book when it comes to the plot. If you watched The Greyman, Soul Eater, or any other shonen, you'll probably get into the show really fast, which might suck for those who seek something unique or new. Heck, they even finished the anime on an arc where they, a super elite dude on their side, and a powerful elite enemy are stuck in the same place. Anyone who watched shonens will know what this means. It means that the show raises the stakes by killing off a very powerful ally. Where have I seen this before, I wonder? But other than this, and that the music is kinda lame, this is indeed a nice anime, a good shonen, and something that I genuinely recommend watching, until the fans inevitably turn it into shit by forcing too much bullshit into it.